All right, what's going on, guys? It is your boy TKD 123 here, back in here on PlayStation Source, and I know you're reading the title, you're looking at the thumbnail, you're like, Kevin, you made a video this week saying that the PS5 is likely going to be revealed in May. You had, all things pointing to that, and yes, while those stand true, and we're gonna see some of that here in this video, there are some reports now that we could get a reveal in June. So without further ado, let's talk a little bit more about PS5. Now look, there's absolutely no question that the reveal is imminent, right? Like, we are getting into that type of season right now where it is things are gonna happen, right? Because right now, look, it is May 1st. We got the reveal of Assassin's Creed Valhalla yesterday, and they have been confirmed for that game to be coming to PS5. And I feel like they didn't give a release date solely because we don't have a date on the PS5 and the Series X. I do believe that they will be launching on the same day. I really do believe that, right? And so, with that being said, there has to come a point where we are going to have to hear about the PS5 and the Series X here coming up for next gen, and more specifically here, of course, the PS5. Right now, we do already have the Microsoft Xbox Series X event that is happening next week, and there is some PS5 tied into that, but we will get to that in a little bit here. So let's start off here with how, like, what are we at in terms of evidence to support that a PS5 reveal event is imminent in either May or in June, right? So for May, we had, of course, the Video Game Chronicle report that there was someone that was knowledgeable about Sony's plans on the matter, saying that, they are planning to do a significant May event, for the PS5 reveal, right? Like, that is the first tidbit that we got of some sort of May indication. It was from them. They were saying that, all right, and I believe it was also in the Bloomberg report as well. I think it was in the same one as well, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But that's where we got the May date for the PS5 reveal, was that little article right there. Next up here, more recently on Reset Era, we had a Games Beat reporter talking a little bit about Nintendo, and then the conversation shifted onto PlayStation, and he said that they are currently planning a June 4th event. He says here in more detail, something is happening June 4th, and it's next gen games related. People saying Sony could still announce hardware before that, they are absolutely right. And so who knows what we're doing there. He is saying that, June 4th is some sort of next gen games thing, right? And so that can mean a lot of different things, and it could tie into a later point that we will get to later on in this video about Jeff Keighley and his new plans for E3-esque type of showcase for games, right? So we will talk about that a little bit later. But before that, we did have Jason Schreier bundle in his little tidbit into the topic on when PS5 will be revealed. He was asked by a fan here that they were all talking about the Microsoft event that had recently been announced at the point of these tweets, and so we got confirmation that, okay, Xbox is having an event next Thursday, all that good stuff. And then someone asked him, it was Beastmaster 007, asked, hey, what about Sony, right? Everyone wants to know, what about PlayStation 5, right? Schreier replies and says, few more weeks, I believe. So of course, it's Schreier, right? So I mean, likely he doesn't talk unless there is something concrete about the matter, right? So a few more weeks can mean a lot of different things, right? I mean, like, I'm not gonna get into the nitty-gritty of like what a few more weeks means, but I do feel like this is all indicating that, all right, at some point, either in May or in June, and I really think in May. Like, I think May, we have enough time here to, I think we are gonna get a hardware reveal or like a big blowout of just information and news and stuff like that about PS5. Wardrobe change, just got back from work. Now let's keep it going here. So where do we go from here, right? We know that, we have gotten, these dates about, of course, a May event, and then now we've gotten June 4th as well. But where do we stand here? Is there any more evidence to support that there will be a May to August thing? And it looks like Jeff Keighley has come to our aid here. So he announced a few weeks ago that he wasn't doing the YouTube live thing with E3, the E3 Coliseum, where he partnered with YouTube to put on his produced show during E3 with the help and collaboration of YouTube Live and all that good stuff, right? So he's no longer doing that. Of course, with E3 being canceled, like, how does he navigate a world where everyone has to stay home, and like the overall condition convention and like overall like format of games media has to be all online at this point, right? For the foreseeable future, right? Like, of course, it won't be like this forever, obviously, but like for right now, like how does he make a show that is going to kind of fill the shoes that, you know, E3 Coliseum did and E3 as a whole, and like you know, the upcoming, I don't think we even have a confirmation that opening night live for Gamescom is canceled, whatever, but beside the point, he has created the Summer Game Fest. So the way he says it here on the tweet is that welcome to Summer Game Fest, a 4-month-long industry-wide celebration of gaming, all the news you've been waiting for, playable content, in-game events, and more from the video game industry. Get ready. And so this sounds really, really cool, right? So it sounds like we are going to be getting you know, news and like interviews and stuff like that, and all that good stuff, like over like a 4-month-long period of the summer. So from May, which is right now, all the way till August, right? And there's even some really cool stuff in here about having playable like demos and stuff like that. Seemingly like it seems like he's working with different publishers for them to put out some of their like, you know, playable demos that, you know, you would get at a E3 or at a, you know, Gamescom, whatever, and have it be demos seemingly in like the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Live Marketplace, whatever, or the eShop from a Nintendo standpoint. Like, it sounds really cool if this blows up to be something really, really great, right? But the big thing here that I want to drive home in terms of PlayStation is that he posted a screenshot here on the Twitter of at Summer Game Fest here, and it is the lineup for phase 1. So I guess there's going to be multiple phases in this Summer Games event, and you know, there's the likes of 2K here, Activision, Blizzard, Bungie, etc., Riot, Square Enix, you know what I'm saying, Xbox as well. But the big one here, of course, PlayStation is on this list, guys. So something's happening here. Something's happening. And if we, you know, to be fair, right, we did get the news from IGN, Summer of Games, I think is what theirs is called, like Summer of Games or Summer of Gaming, and then Jeff Keighley's is Summer Game Fest. It's gonna be hard to differentiate those two, but Sony and PlayStation are going to be at IGN's show as well. So I don't know if they'll be getting like the same content for the most part, or maybe something or other. But it seems like there's a logical chance that, you know, there may be other games being shown at this Summer Games Fest. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, I really, you know, have a low. Have a hard time thinking that it would be like a hardware reveal at this event at like Summer Game Fest. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, do you guys think that like there's a possibility that PlayStation would reveal their hardware at this event? I mean, to be fair, they revealed it at E3, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be fair, back in 2013, but they definitely weren't going to do that this year. And now that there's no E3, will they still go to Keighley for this? Like, do we think? I mean, I don't know. Like, I still feel like we get a separate event that's PlayStation only, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a state of play or something like that, or like a PlayStation Live, you know, like a PlayStation meeting as well that we all talked about back in February, and get something like that. And then maybe we get, you know, some more games and different things like that coming out of Summer Games Fest as well as Summer of Gaming from IGN. But it's interesting that we have this now in the whole mix, like this 4-month-long period. And honestly, just talk a little bit more about Summer Games Fest. I think it's great. Like, I think it's a really, really cool idea. Jeff Keighley's the man. We all know he's the man, and he's gonna bring it home, and he's gonna just make this great, right? But I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about PlayStation? Like, where does PlayStation lie in all this? If you're asking me, I think we don't go through May without hearing something about PlayStation 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that doesn't happen. And if we're gonna go past May, then it has to be June 4th. You know, like I don't know what else. Like just tell us, Sony, tell us. But that's all we got here. Let me talk in the comments below about all this good stuff. And while you're down there, check out the description where you can find links to our Discord, our Twitter, as well as our Anchor link to learn long from content and podcast format. That, of course, being Saves Out Podcast, as well as Road to Part 2. And Road to Part 2 this week is spicy. Make sure to go watch Road to Part 2. We did announce the official Last of Us stream series on this channel leading up to Last of Us Part 2. Make sure to go check out that as well. So, all the good stuff. Yep, thank you. Like, of course, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thank you for watching. And as always, greatness awaits.